From WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
We're bringing you the very latest on the coronavirus outbreak now. Good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm Eric Parker. All the hard work in this state is paying off. People are staying home, and here in Connecticut and around the country, it is helping to slow the spread of the coronavirus. There are 8,700 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in our state. 335 people here have died. There are more than 400,000 people sick with the coronavirus across the country, and 14,000 people nationwide have died. Now, even though the numbers are starting to level off, social distancing remains vital.
Don't get complacent about that.
The growth from Fairfield to New Haven to Hartford and then east and west is perhaps not going as fast as we had modeled at one point, maybe a couple weeks ago. And again, I think that's reflective of the importance of social distancing and what a difference you're making.
Now, there is some encouraging news about patients fighting coronavirus. Trinity Health of New England says in the last week, 10 patients have been able to come off ventilators and begin breathing on their own. 83 people were released from hospitals in their network, including St. Francis in Hartford and St. Mary's in Waterbury. Hundreds of thousands of people in our state have lost their job, unfortunately, because of the pandemic. And we're learning that many of those folks are still waiting for their unemployment benefits they so desperately need. Channel 3's Roger Suzanne explains what's causing the backlog and when people might get paid.
State leaders warn the tsunami of unemployment claims, again, more than 300,000 in a month, has overwhelmed the system and caused a 6-week backlog. The Department of Labor says they are processing claims 10 times faster than normal and have quadrupled the number of employees working on benefit applications. But the coronavirus crisis has caused 2 years' worth of claims to be filed within a 30-day period. But state leaders say you can cut down on that delay significantly by using Connecticut's automated filing website, filectui.com. And remember, despite the delay, payments will be retroactive to when people originally filed. But folks who have lost their jobs, like 36-year-old massage therapist Christopher Morse, tell us without money coming in, this is the most stressful time of their life.
I have to think about my family and providing for them. You know, we have a house, we have cars, we have bills, just like all of us do.
Roger Suzanne, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Governor Lamont says he is trying to figure out if he could reopen schools this year and says families should expect an answer on that within the next week.
Obviously, I'd love to open up those schools at some point in June if I could, if I thought I could do it safely. Right now, I'm not sure I can do that safely.
Many districts will still move forward with their scheduled spring break next week, which will give some kids and educators a little bit of a break from distance learning.
All right, good morning, everybody. We unfortunately run the risk for some strong storms this afternoon. And the Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma, has placed Connecticut in the a portion of most of the state, I should say, or all of the state is under the risk for some strong storms. So let's take a look at the maps. As you can see here, we are taking a look at not the yellow, that's the worst, but we are in the green, which means this potential for some strong storms does exist. There is also a wind advisory. Not only is it going to be windy during the storms, these thunderstorms that are expected to roll through, but it's going to be windy after, with a northwesterly flow developing after this cold front passes through that could gust in excess of 40 to 50 miles an hour. So roads are dry out there. In the meantime, you are good to go. And the temperatures are pretty much cooperating with a Channel 3 early warning dual pole radar that is dry. The numbers are in the mid-40s. They should be in the mid-30s, so we're doing a little bit better than that, which is good news. But as you can see, there is just a little bit of a breeze, and that'll add a little bit to the chill. It's out of the southwest this morning, but it will switch to the northwest later this afternoon. All right, as you can see, the rain icons develop, and they stick with us through 3 p.m., 4 p.m., but about 4 or 5 p.m. this afternoon, we should start to see the return of some sunshine, but not before we get through some strong storms. We're expecting the potential for some heavy downpours, some strong cloud-to-ground lightning, and also the potential for even some hail to come through with these showers and thunderstorms that are expected to develop anytime after 11 o'clock this morning. New Haven, you guys are looking okay out there. Waterbury, you got a little bit of a haze. And as you take a look at Middletown, we've got partly to mostly clear skies, but we are expecting those clouds to roll on in. This is all associated with a cold front that's bearing down on the state. As we widen out the shot, you can see the strong storms go all the way down to the south. We've got some trouble coming out of the Great Lakes. That cold front is going to be making its way through the state during the afternoon, late morning, early afternoon, and with it, the potential for some strong storms. So here's early warning futurecast, tomorrow's weather today, showing us an hour-by-hour depiction of rain, showers, thunderstorms by about noontime today. And 1 o'clock this afternoon is not looking too particularly good. 2 o'clock, a deluge of rain, very heavy downpours, and then that continues into 3 o'clock. By 4 o'clock, it's still in northeast and southeast Connecticut, but it will be marching out of here by late this afternoon through early this evening. Daytime highs today climb into the mid-50s, and then your 7-day forecast includes some showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. But by late this afternoon, we should start to see some gradual clearing. Tomorrow, 50 degrees with partly to mostly cloudy skies and a chance for showers. Saturday and Sunday looking good for Easter weekend, 53 and 60, and then more rain, heavy at times on Monday. Tuesday, a chance for some showers with a mild temperature of 61. And then Wednesday, we're calling for a partly sunny sky and a little bit cooler of 54 degrees. All right, that's a check of your early warning forecast. I'm meteorologist Scot Haney in the West End of Hartford. Eric, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Scott, thank you. The state's laying out some new plans for nursing homes as they work to try to slow the spread of the coronavirus there. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mark Robbins shows us what they're doing.
Governor Ned Lamont's office announced yesterday that recovery centers will be opened in Torrington, Bridgeport, here in Meriden, and Sharon, making 500 beds available for COVID-19 patients. Healthcare workers in nursing homes say this move comes at a critical time, but there's so much more that needs to be done and done immediately.
We're running out of time. In fact, we're out of time. This needs to change. It needs to change now.
Chelsea is one of several District 1199 union members who say they're wearing garbage bags for protection and using other gear that is normally thrown away after one use.
And this is not uncommon in terms of what nursing home workers are facing. They're being asked by administrators to make their own protective gear.
The State Department of Health says it's closely monitoring PPE supplies to get equipment where it's most needed and trying to speak to those frontline workers.
So that we can hear from them and hear anecdotally what may be happening that may not be reported by nursing homes.
Mark Robbins, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
And police in Stratford are warning people if you ignore social distancing rules, you could face a $100 fine. Officers will be cracking down in public areas like town parks, beaches, and playgrounds. If you're in a group of more than 5 people, you could be fined. And some protesters are growing, I should say, as crowds continue to demand that the governor release more prisoners to stop the spread of COVID-19 in prisons. About 50 to 60 cars were out honking their horns and shouting outside the governor's mansion in Hartford yesterday. They're upset that the Department of Correction has not ordered a large-scale release of inmates like we've seen in New York and New Jersey.
There's a lot of people who are behind bars right now who should be able to come out and they shouldn't have to deal with a public health problems.
The DOC is moving inmates who test positive to Northern Correctional Institution in Summers. They say they've released a record of 727 inmates in the last month. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Eyewitness News. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime you want it on the Channel 3 app. I'm Eric Parker. Have a great day.